Hello students, today we are going to do the periodical essays by Joseph Addison. Joseph Addison is one of the most eminent essayists of the late 17th century. He was by disposition, that is nature, a novelist, and he was also educated in the same stream. He was distinguished as a classic scholar who was studying at Oxford. He was noticed by John Dryden through his Latin poems. He travelled far and wide, and the experience of travelling is clearly noticed in his works. He wrote to seek perfection in English literature, and his works are characterized by wit. As a literary artist, he is famous for his classical writings. His works reveal intellectuality and boundless energy, which is a very rare combination. Addison's works are abundant in wit, humor, imagination, and insight. Give your days and nights to Addison is Dr. Johnson's advice to those who want to improve their English. In the development of English essay, the place of Addison and Steele is significant. Addison wrote nearly 400 essays. These essays are a faithful reflection of the life of the times viewed with dispassionate observation. He was a mild critic of the morals of the age, and these essays deal with fashions, dresses, jokes, and light conversation. His aim was to point out those vices, too trivial for the law and the pulp. In all things, he advocated moderation and tolerance. The coffee houses of the time were the places where subjects of all kinds were discussed freely. The main aim of Addison was to bring philosophy out of the closets and libraries, schools and colleges, to dwell in clubs and assemblies, at the tea table and coffee houses. He endeavored to enliven morality with wit and to temper wit with morality. He admirably accomplished both. Addison and Steele constantly kept in mind the taste and requirements of their readers, both male and female. The essays were successful for their brevity. The 17th century had been the age of long books. The increasing reading public of the 18th century had the demand for the easier reading, and this was well met by these essays. Addison opens his essay, Periodical's essays, with a Greek proverb, quote, "A great book is a great evil," unquote. A voluminous work has long introductions and prefaces. Such lengthy writings are bound to be dull at places, but this can be realized only when the whole work is gone through. This has become a kind of a rule with writers. This counts for the motto. But in short essays, this is not possible. The writer has to go straight to the subject in a lively manner. Every line is given proper attention as a reflection of the writer. The books of the best authors, if produced piecemeals or in retail, will immediately be dull and have flat expressions. Even some papers may not be the rough but have only hints and sketches. But it has to be free from tautologies and enlargements that are indulged in long labor. In matters of morality, one method is the best way, and the other is the chemical method. Galenic method was a physician of Galen was a physician of the antiquity who gave big doses of juices to cure diseases. But the galvanic author method means giving essences of life. If the writers were given the second method, all the large volumes will be finished and made available in a few sheets. The press has not adapted this method while publishing big works. This, however, is the usual case in political writings and party ideologies. If literary and moral matters are published in this way, mankind will be greatly benefited. The world will be left better and wiser. Good sense can be diffused among bulk of the people. This is the easiest way to spread knowledge and will not be confined but become open to all. Such essays were greatly admired by men and women, and encouragements were given to the author. Even the publisher reported that the number of readers was increasing regularly. His views on art, dance, morals, and so on were greatly liked by one and all. Such sheets may be thrown away by those who are dull and too ignorant to be enlightened. It is not the easy to remove ignorance. It is like black night that wraps people in her gloomy shade. The fable of the mole is an example that easy knowledge can be given to only those who have a mind and receptive mind. Those who are unfit, like the mole, can never make the best use of these sheets. Another difficulty in the success of such a venture is man's jealousy. There were obstinate people who refused to conceal the virtues of advantage of this kind of writing on a strong note. Addison promises to name some personal names and hang them in public. The style is simple, racy, and free from pedantry. Dr. Johnson advocated such a style to be emulated. After reading the essay thoroughly, one may reach to a conclusion that the author has taken great pains in creating this great literary work. The interest of the reader is captured right at the beginning, and one cannot put down the book after completing the whole essay. The language reflects intellectuality and levity. Thank you.